Is it true that you were responsible of the split of the Beatles? Yoko Ono, né à Mrs. Lennon, né à whatever. Have you come to Paris for the bicentennial of the French Revolution? Well, it happens that I'm here, but I came here for the Fluxus show in 1900-2000 gallery that's owned by Marcel Fleiss and organized by him.
Oh, darling, if you leave me, I'll never make it alone.
Above all, you are known as John Lennon's wife. But before that, were you already a famous artist? Sort of. Yes. After 9 June Pike, we would like you to explain about Fluxus. Oh, well, Fluxus is a word that was coined by George McCunis. And it was coined with a sense of humor. And I'm sure everything that you think about Fluxus is true. Tell us about your performance cutpiece and the reaction to it in different capitals. Oh, the cutpiece is something that I'm not going to do this time. But still, I think that most people know about that piece. It's to sit on the stage and ask people to cut part of my clothes wherever they like, and take the pieces home. So, and I will have a pair of scissors in front of me, and one by one the audience come and cut my clothes until it's gone. But I think I was very courageous then. Now, I think I'm a different person. Your movie, number 4, was 365 asses in it. And also the soundtrack was the phone calls from the owners. Is that true? Ah, yes. Well, yes, that was made in 1967. And I think that people enjoyed then. It's a fun film. And everybody in the world laughed about it, which is good. Before you met John Lennon, were you working with John Cage and Lamont Young? People like that, yes. The first time you met John Lennon, you were doing a ladder piece and nail piece in a gallery show, was it not? Well, there was a painting that's called hammer nailing painting, and anybody who comes will just hammer the nail in. And so John came and said, could I hammer a nail in? And I said, no, because this is before the opening, and I want to keep it clean for the opening, you know. And so then he said, well, then could I hammer an imaginary nail in? I thought that was very sweet. And the idea was similar to what I was doing, conceptual, so I thought that was how we met. What has been your secret recipe to marry a married Beatle? I never had an affair with a married person, and I did not think of disrupting the marriage or anything like that, but I was an artist and he was an artist, and we had a meeting of the soul, shall we say. And the fact that we were married to different people at the time was not a concern when we got together, but later it became a concern, of course. Is it true that you were responsible of the split of the Beatles? Well, then I must be a very powerful woman. But I don't think that I should take such a credit. They were very strong friends, and I think they just outgrew the period that they were in. Do you think the Beatle fan would have been mad at you if Joe married a wasp, blonde male, maybe? I don't know. We will never know. But it's true that I was a very convenient scapegoat because of what I am, or what I was, what I have been. being a woman and being an Oriental. Is it true that you arranged the love story between John and his assistant, May Tan? Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was an arrangement. It was convenient for John to have an assistant when he goes to LA, and she was a very good assistant, a very capable person. So it was good that she went to LA with him. If Julian, John Lennon's first son, still waiting money from you? No, the trust situation with Julian was set up by John, and it's operated by lawyers according to it. Would you have preferred that Mark Chapman received a death sentence? Well, whatever we do, John will not come back, you know, and that's a subject that I prefer not to think about. Maybe one day I could think about it, but it's still very painful for me. Is it true that you changed nothing in John Lennon's bedroom in Dakota? Isn't it weird? That's not true. The bedroom that we used is not there anymore. I folded everything, and the room is used for something else. I don't want to keep a shrine in my house or anything like that. And also I don't have to. His memory is there. And his memory is within me. So that's not what I want to do. With so many photographers and bodyguards, do you think that Sean would have been a happier child if he was poor and unknown? I think that Sean knows only the life that he knows. And so within that life, of course, there were many difficult situations as well. But I hope that he's going to be a happy boy. Are you still in touch with Paul, George, and Ringo? Well, we own a company together, which is called Apple. And so we have to operate it together. Well, we have to sounds negative. We are operating, and we're doing a very good job at it. So many times we discuss things, and we're doing a good job. How does it feel to be $150 million rich? Well, I never really counted my money, and I'm sure that it's an estimate, estimating a lot of things that exist. I always think that maybe the journalist was talking about the value of my brain, and in which case it's very flattering. Did you say that I don't know if I would ever be happy again? Happiness is a comparative situation, and also it's something that we have to create for ourselves. And I hope that I will be able to enjoy life, and I should.
Et pour être sûr de ne rien rater de Arditube, abonnez-vous et mettez un pouce bleu.